Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Tesco. Today we will be going over the features and operation of your new England Wheels Frontrunner bus. Remember that this video is not intended to take the place of your owner's manual. The Frontrunner is built on a RAM 3500 ProMaster OEM cutaway with a gross vehicle weight rating of 9,350 pounds. Its powertrain consists of a 3.6-liter V6 VVT engine paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. We'll start up by the driver's seat and get to know the controls and information that we have here. On the steering wheel, you'll see that we have quite a few buttons on either side of the horn. On the left, we have our call answer, voice command, and call end button, accompanied by directional and OK buttons for navigating the info display in the instrument cluster. While on the right, we have all of our cruise control functions. Cruise control is meant for use in continuous flows of traffic over 20 miles per hour. Press the center button between cancel and resume to engage cruise control. An indicator will appear in the center info display. Accelerate to your desired speed, then push either the set plus or minus button and take your foot off the accelerator. The vehicle will now sustain the desired speed. To disable or pause cruising, use the cancel button located left of the center button. Tap the brake or apply normal brake pressure and the speed will no longer be sustained, but the speed settings will not be erased. To resume back to the previous speed, press the resume button right of center, and the vehicle will then accelerate back to the set speed. To increase the speed setting, press the set plus button or set minus to decrease it in 1 mile/hour increments. Holding either button will continue to increase or decrease speed until released and the new speed is set. Finally, to turn the system off, press the center cruise control button just like when we turned it on. It is best to leave the system off when not in use. Just slightly to the left are the controls for adaptive cruise control. To engage, press the center button here, located in the middle, and press the set plus or minus button to set your speed. The top and bottom buttons set and adjust your following distance, which makes sure that when you approach or a car enters your lane, that the set distance is maintained. Slowing down the vehicle when traffic slows and accelerating to the set speed when traffic speeds up. This feature is also capable of stopping in relation to traffic. But remember that collision avoidance is always the driver's responsibility. Moving to the steering column, we'll start with the left lever, which features turn signal operation as well as your light controls. By rotating the end upward, you'll be activating your low beam headlights. To activate the brights or your high beam headlights, push the lever away from you. It will click into position and stay on until you pull the lever back into its original position to turn them off. To flash the high beams to signal, pull the lever towards you. This will temporarily activate the high beams until released. And like most vehicles, the turn signal operation will be the same. Pushing the lever down fully will signal left, while a full movement up signals right. These signals will continue flashing until the turn is complete or the lever is actuated either way. To signal lane changes or just short bursts, tap the lever up or down, but not past the first position. The signal will flash a few times before turning off automatically. Your hazard lights will be easy to find on the center of the dashboard, as the red center button that will turn on and off with a single press. And on the right side of the steering column, we have our front windshield wiper controls. Rotate the knob to the first detent position out of the 4 intermittent wiper speed settings to turn the wipers on, with a delay between each wipe. The third detent will be for low continuous wiper speed, with the fourth detent being for high speed. For a single wiper action, just push the lever up once. And to use the windshield washer, pull the lever towards you and hold as long as desired to spray washer fluid onto the windshield. The wipers will then operate for a few wipe cycles until they resume the previous wipe settings or return to the off position. Moving below to the lower left, we have a few more controls. Closer to the steering column is the dash brightness control, with up and down buttons allowing you to brighten or dim the dash accordingly. Further left is your electronic parking brake. To engage, pull the switch towards you and the parking brake will engage automatically. To disengage, put your foot onto the brake and press the switch inward. The parking brake will then disengage. Moving on behind the steering wheel, we have the instrument cluster. This displays important readouts, warnings, and system info about your vehicle and current trip. The left dial displays the vehicle's speed, while the right displays engine RPM, with 2 more readouts on the bottoms showing the fuel level on the bottom of the speedometer and the engine temperature on the right below the RPM. The interactive display will show various points of information, from speed, vehicle info, the vehicle's odometer, and your recorded trip information. The menus in this display can be navigated with the buttons located here on the left side of the steering wheel. Using the directional buttons, you can navigate through the various menus and displays. Pressing the OK button to select and access different info and sub-menu screens. To the right, we have our gear shifter, giving you the option to shift into park, reverse, neutral, drive, and an optional tow haul button for pulling heavier loads. This changes parameters on the transmission to allow for engine braking at lower gears to alleviate the strain on the brakes, or to use lower gears for higher torque when pulling heavy loads. However, it is best to leave this off when not towing anything. When driving normally, you have the option for manual gearing by pushing the throttle to the left until it falls into place. Here, you'll be able to shift by pushing the throttle up and down towards the plus and minus to change gears. Visibility when driving the Frontrunner is important as well. Thankfully, the controls are easy and accessible, being conveniently located to the left of the steering wheel on the door. To adjust the left side mirror, turn the knob all the way left. The same goes for adjusting the right side mirror by turning the knob all the way to the right. When adjusting, the knob acts as a joystick to move the mirror in the desired angle, up, down, left, or right. And once it is set, return the dial into the center position. On the ceiling by the driver, we have a 3-switch control panel with easy-to-use functions. First is the side door, allowing you to open and close it by holding the top of the switch to open and the bottom to close. In the middle is the vehicle's kneeling control, which allows the body to raise or lower for better ease of access, allowing passengers to get inside. To lower the body, hold the bottom of the switch. The yellow light above will then illuminate when the body is in position. When you're ready to go, raise the body by holding the top of the switch until the yellow light turns off. The process is exactly the same when trying to raise the body. And lastly, the third switch controls the rear overhead lights with the simple on and off switching function. And that is how to use the features of your New England Wheels Frontrunner. For all of your transportation and mobility needs, choose Tesco for over 50 years of our proven quality and trusted name. Call, click, or visit today. Thanks for watching.